coming at you with another episode of Oblivion Remastered. And we're just going to tackle the Mages Guild as we can. The scaling's all weird, so we're probably only going to do this before we make another character. Only this main quest line, that is to say. So we're just going to
Good afternoon.
pop inside real quick.
Be the Arcane University's newest edition.
They're all very pleased to meet me. And it's no wonder. But we're just going to keep on seeing what they want to talk about. I had blown them off a little bit ago, but here we go.
However, it comes from Archmage Trevin himself.
Oh no.
You should go see him.
That doesn't seem ideal.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. Be seeing you.
How are you today?
The way that the level scaling is changed, or rather, the scaling's the same, but the way that the leveling system is changed. Wow, Hannibal, you're. Oh, I was on a platform. I was like, this is a real short guy, but it made it
Hello,
to where you get a lot further, a lot quicker,
we met face to face, don't you think? Raminus has told me good things about you.
which makes you too rich.
You have advanced quickly and show great promise. I now intend to put your talents to a more direct test. I have a difficult task that you can, perhaps, assist with. Are you prepared to begin?
You know it, Hannibal.
Very good. Let me
You know
explain
it.
what is at stake. The Council of Mages has been aware of the increased necromancer activity in Cyrodiil for some time.
Oh yeah, that makes
It
sense.
had been our position to sit back and watch what unfolded, but that time has clearly passed. We cannot tolerate these attacks on the guild.
We knew it was happening,
Most
but
of
we were
our
going to watch,
information
though.
on the necromancers has come from an informant inside the cult itself, a guild member who offered to infiltrate their ranks. Lucianus Elias. He is not a council member, but has long served the guild here at the Arcane University.
What a name.
Aware of the growing interest in the guild after the ban on necromancy was put into place, he offered to help the council track the cult's actions. With my blessing, he infiltrated the group and has fed us information for quite some time, until recently. I have not heard from him, and I fear for his safety.
Go
The
on.
lack of reports from Mucianus has disturbed the council, and they are now concerned about the legitimacy of his information. A group of battle mages were dispatched to Mucianus's last known location with the intent of bringing him in for questioning. I argued against it, but eventually agreed to maintain order in the council. I regret that decision, and that is why I wish to send you there. I fear the battle mages may mistreat Mucianus if they do not mistake him for one of the many necromancers no doubt present in the ruins. I wish for you to find Mucianus and ensure his safe return to the Arcane University. I do not want anything to go wrong. Please, hurry. The battle mages will arrive there soon, if they have not already, and if for any reason they are unsuccessful, Mucianus's life will be in forfeit. You must make sure he is safe. Go now. And
Super
bring word
easy
to me
then.
as
Great.
soon as he has been
Good.
escorted to safety. Mucianus last reported being sent to the ruins of Nenyon Twill, south of the Imperial City. That is where the battle mages went. South of the White Rose River, nearly halfway to the border of elsewhere. I'm afraid I know nothing more about the location, or what you may expect to find once you arrive. Thank you. Know that I would not ask such a thing of you if I did not feel it was urgent, or that it was beyond your capabilities. I shall await your return. Make haste. Mucianus is in danger.
Yes, liberation or apprehension. Indeed, that is the question. This is the wrong room. We're going to see about getting a different power. Maybe it'll be cooler. After all, I did fix the thing. And it is very pretty. It's the same one. Well, you know, we've exchanged our power for another similar,
How are you today?
perhaps identical power. So that's good, you know, it's good for consistency's sake. I never used the other one, but I could have done, and you know, that's something. And we're just gonna pop into Pell's Gate and run on down.
What brings you here?
What is it now?
Hello.
Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend. You can't be too careful out in the wilderness. Almost any creature you find is liable to give you a disease. Take care.
Say it to my face, jeez. Alright, we are just going to get to running. Running, jumping, standing still. All of my favorite things. We, of course, recently got to 50 athletics and acrobatics, allowing us to jump beautifully, marvelously, frequently. But I have a lot of thoughts about the leveling system and how the way that it's implemented is good or bad. I assume that they are held by many other people, and that people are, as we speak, either solving these things or have already solved them. But you know, it's a structural problem because it lets you level too fast. The old way was bad. This way's better, but the problem is that if you're playing a character like mine, these weigh nothing? Oh, okay, yeah. The potato snatcher. We are going to hold on to them. I was like, how could they weigh nothing and still be potato? But that explains it. That explains all of it. But it sort of too strongly incentivizes playing a one-dimensional character, or the game gets very difficult very quickly, which... Anyway, I have a lot of thoughts about it, which I will formulate later when we're not in the midst of this, but I think it's just a different way of doing it, right? Because now I think you're much more incentivized to only play like one major quest line or maybe two, because you'll get so far with it and you'll just be like at the end of the game as far as character progression goes very fast. Whereas, you know, it just feels like a
What are you doing here?
yeah, we'll just say, who are you?
Battle mage, sent by the council to find this traitor. He must have told them we were coming. Who the blade has the council? There's no time. I'm the only one left. The necromancers retreated further in, but we've got to follow them. There's no time to waste. Follow me.
I'm glad I didn't hit him. I was like, that's... Oh, no! Oh, no. He got too excited. Whoa. And of course his weight on it would have made it go up again. But he had, you know, a bunch of money, and I know that what he would have wanted before he died is for me to have that money instead. The last thing anybody would want is to die with all of their money still in their pockets. I just know that.
Who's there?
You fool! Yes, it must have been the wind. Okay. I lost sight of him. That was a good move. Touché, sir. Touché. Yeah, run in here. You think this is safe? It's not. We're gonna get like a billion potions of sorcery. Yeah, you know, it's a different game. it's a better game in a ton of ways. I'll find some mod eventually that addresses the scaling. It's just it's so strange to have done this like a relatively small amount of stuff and be like level 20 nearly. But I mean, my character's fine. It's strong enough to do it. I have a good sword, even though it doesn't have an enchantment and that kind of thing. But I mean, the game gives you tons of avenues to get strong enough for it. I just feel like it sort of skips over the mid game too much if you're playing an all-around kind of character. Because, I mean, the old way with the spell schools, they took a lot longer to level up. Is that better? Not necessarily. But in the old way, only your major skills made your full level go up, so you had a lot more room to make a varied character that wasn't over-leveled very quickly.
Oh,
Hello.
you poor dear. I'm afraid you're late to the party. The guest of honor has already left. And I do hate to disappoint you, but Musianus is in no condition to be leaving. He's a worm thrall now and shall be quite content here. A grim fate indeed. But one does not cross the order of the Black Worm without suffering greatly for it. I shall tell the master that you were here looking for him. Perhaps I'll bring him your head as an offering.
Alright, Mariette. Never should have come here. We got another lich situation. We need to back up a little bit. Just because you don't want to be stuck when you're figuring out what their staff is made out of, because sometimes it can be very nasty indeed. But whatever it was, it gave us a ton with the spell absorption. What was it? Damage magicka. Somehow it seems to have had a paradoxical effect where it gave me a ton of magic instead. But, you know, I'll take it. All of that did not alert this person, which is good.
Cut down on the ale. I'm starting to see things. I am.
Glorious. The rates of almost everything seem higher too. Like, I'm already in the mid-60s light armor, and that was like an off skill, and it just seems fast. But I haven't played Oblivion in absolutely ages. It just seems... I mean, I know a lot of it is a ton faster. The most noticeable by far is the magic schools. Like, we've gotten 2 destruction levels in here. That's nuts. That's so many levels. But I think we're pretty close to the best light armor level, 75, which is where it doesn't weigh anything anymore, if memory serves. Yeah, because it's just it's such a lot of stuff to have at this point in the game to be able to get like this many levels this quickly, but I'm kind of for it. And the reasoning for that is I love to make new characters, and I think this style is much better for making new characters than other things, and this is a necromancer adept, so we're gonna put some RESPECT on their name and just kill them with a mighty paralysis before we figure out, you know, how strong they are. We're gonna get this. Ooh, robe of defense, 15% shield, awesome. Staff of thunderbolts for weakness to shock and shock. Okay. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to hold on to that, huh? Because, you know, you get to this point, and do you really need to have destruction spells at all? I mean, no. You just get staves. Staves? I was about to say a staff, but then I said the other word. The plural. To stave. Alright, so there's our Princess Bride reference for the moment, and push this little button here. Nobody knows why. Well, poor guy. Yep, he has been transformed into a zombie. And we're just gonna give him the mercy stroke. We're not gonna, you know, rip his flesh off him or anything, but we'll not leave him to that fate wandering in this ruin, you know. He was once a mage like us. Alas. Time to go swimming? Yeah. Look, there's a bunch of water here, and it's either cosmetic or not, but aha! Ah! Of Arthurstone. Mayhaps there's... Oh, that one's gonna try to shoot me. Never should have come here. Alright, and we get another one. Marvelous. Alright, now we'll go out of the door. There's like a hidden door here, maybe? There we go. Man, 3 and 3 of the potions? That's craziness. Alright, so we've got already just much too much amazingness. So these are only 20 to 1. We're just gonna drop like a couple of them. All right. We have opened the secret doors. We have gotten the Varla stones. But unfortunately, we were much too late to save poor Musianus. But before returning, we're just going to pop into Anvil, where our favorite shopkeeper is, and unload some of our stuff. It's getting to be an embarrassing amount of wealth that we're carrying. We just need to go ahead and repair things first. I'm out of hammers. There's no way. There we go. Put the old charmer on. And Morvain, once again, on his way to becoming the finest merchant in all the land.
That seems a fair price.
Yeah, we're just going to hold on to that, because that's crazy. 45 points of spell absorb? Yeah, we can't get rid of that. But we are going to sell these normal
That's more than I used. You've made a good bit of gold.
Potions, because, I mean, when am I going to wear them? When am I ever going to put this ring on again? I'm never going to do it. Well, goodbye to the Ring of Eidolon's Edge. You served me well. That ring we might wear. This robe we might. No, we're not going to wear it. We're going to keep on wearing our this is bad and it doesn't even give me that many stats thing. No, you know what? Why don't I wear the robe? After all, why shouldn't I wear it? Oh, yes. Totally hardcore.
Well, what can I interest you in?
Yeah, this is better. Do we lose the pants too? Well, if we lose pants plus that, then we're losing the 20% fire resist. 15% shield. Well... You know what? Let's, yeah, let's not. Not least because...
Perhaps you need new armor. A weapon. I have a large, so that's a good deal.
You know, we are doing light armor, and we're not trying to slow down on it as such. So this staff just diminishes a ton of things, but we're not going to care.
You drive a hard bargain.
We'll have a fire staff and a thunder staff, plus the paralysis one. I mean, it's a lot of carry weight to dedicate to it, but what are you going to do? I should have learned...
That's a fair...
I should have learned how to conjure my bow earlier, and no. There's only so many schools you can go with. Probably should save some of these spell scrolls, but I'll never use them.
That's a good
and it's
deal.
important to know that about yourself, right? It's important to realize that some things don't actually need to be saved.
That seems a pleasure to buy.
And we get like 1 billion mercantile levels. 80. Well on our way to being a master merchant. And yeah, and we have 50 potions, that's like 20 carry weight in potions, which is silliness. We're just going to drop those notes in the street because that's the kind of litter bug I am. Yeah, they are really, really tiny. Even knowing they're there.
Spare a coin for the
How are you?
Sort of hard to grab. But that's fine. After all, I'm not trying to get them. And now it is time to report to the big man that we were too little and too late.
What is it, citizen?
And we're just bashing our illusion levels out because as I'm talking about how it's too easy to level, I mean, I still need to get higher illusion magic.
Hi there.
What news
So
of
let's
your
go,
task?
Hannibal.
Your face looks grim.
Yes, it does, because
What?
He is no more,
Brother
unfortunately.
Nine, and there was nothing you could do for him? What a horrible fate. I cannot imagine how they could do that to him. So many lives lost. I thank you for trying to save him.
I mean, literally the least I could do, man.
Before we continue, you should speak to Raminus Polus about your advancement within the guild. Farewell.
Oh, okay. He's like, I will not even talk to you until you get a promotion. But I, the Archmage, am much too important to do this for
Well
you.
met.
I hope your role within the guild becomes ever
I am
more
now a
essential.
warlock.
You have now
Huzzah.
attained the rank of warlock and are freely able to access the council chamber.
Cool. Warlock of the Mages
Have
Guild.
a look at my wares. I'm sure your tasks. Goodbye.
And now we have to talk to Travern, now that we're ascendant.
Greetings.
Oh, hello.
But, you know, it's not much of a chamber, but I guess it is exclusive. So we still can't go to his house, not like we would want to, right? But, you know, there's not exactly a lot
Well
in
met.
here, is there? Do we just... We're just gonna bash against this very hard lock for a bit. And try to get through it. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. See, this is like what automatic lockpicking is, you know. You can spend 100 locks on it. I don't even know what the rate is. It might be like 1%. But there we go. There's these are replica daggers, which is very funny. So, you know, they look very fancy, but they don't hurt very much.
There is an urgent matter. Are you prepared
An
to
urgent
begin?
matter. I'm
Count
ready.
Hasseldor of Skingrad has contacted the council. He claims to have information that is vital to us. He has requested that you personally travel to Skingrad to obtain this information.
Well, that's
I
good
cannot
news.
stress how important it is that our relationship with Hasseldor be preserved. I expect you to visit him immediately. I am unsure as to why he has requested that you, of all people, should be the one to visit him. Count Hasseldor awaits your arrival.
Good day.
Goodbye.
And I'm glad that you get like
Well
no
Hey,
no votes of confidence from your archmage or anything. It's like I don't even know why he wants to talk to you. Maybe he thinks I'm smart, you know. Maybe he thinks I'm good at fighting. No, it's because we've already met, and he thinks I'm not as dumb as the rest of the people in the guild. But he couldn't be more wrong. I'm exactly the same as all of them, only you know, not. For I am controlled by a person who only craves wealth and advancement. And the rest of the Mages Guild is sort of like, you know, slow and inept. They don't actually want to do anything better. Or it seems that way.
Sorry. Concerning this. Yes. Goodbye.
Yeah, so it's like he'll only talk to a friend, but you know how you make friends? You charm them.
I can speak for the... You won't find...
Alright, so 25,000 gold. I mean, I could buy it. I'm not
Good day.
gonna, but I could. I'm rich.
Hi. Glarther is acting even stranger than usual, don't you think?
Good day. Be seen.
Oh, she's escorting me. That's what's going on. I'm like, he's been expecting me, but where are we going? But yeah, no, we're going there. We're not meeting outside of town like an animal. It was an obvious trap. He was mad at me for even believing it in the first place. I'm glad that we get a regular thing. Can I walk in? Oh, come on now. Alright, so they didn't unlock it, so they're making me break in. Feels like entrapment. Well, we'll magically get in. That way, it'll look, you know better.
Of Azura. Can't a man have a bit of private? Welcome, guild mage.
Okay, so he's
You
screaming
need to
at me
think,
for
although in
trespassing.
different circumstances. I fear this time you may find the results no more to your liking than the last.
So I'm technically not
Less
allowed
so,
to be here. I
perhaps.
don't know what the fallout for this is going to
The
be.
information I have for your guild will not be met with smiles and handshakes, I fear. I have called you here because, from our previous encounter, I believe you can be trusted. Consider the implications of that as you handle a small matter for me. Surprised? Nothing is for free, mage. There is a small nuisance I would have you deal with before I tell you what I know. One good turn deserves another, after all. It is a minor situation, to be sure, but neither I nor my guards can become directly involved. A nest of vampires has sprung up in Blood-Crust Cavern, southeast of the town. They are a threat to the town.
A nest of
must be
vampires? That
eliminated.
is conspicuous.
Their presence has drawn a group of vampire hunters to town, following rumors of vampires in Skingrad. While I do not believe you, however, can act with impunity, and so will take care of this for me. Then, I will tell you what I know. What do you wish to... The cavern is a short distance east of the castle, far enough from town that few residents have reason to pass by it, thankfully. I assure you, I am not responsible for them. I would never be so careless.
Wow.
Where there are mindless animals, predators are never far behind. This is not the first time such a thing has happened, however. On some level, they're aware of my presence. Whether they covet all that I have, or simply wish to see it destroyed, I do not know. They have given in to their instincts, and are little more than animals. They need to be exterminated, one way or another.
Yeah, sure.
Very well. A troublesome lot. Kill them. Run them out of town. Do what you will. I simply want them gone. Of course, should you be caught murdering them in the streets, the guards will respond accordingly. I cannot arouse further suspicion by offering leniency to you, should you find yourself on the wrong side of the law.
Ooh.
There are at least 3 of them. I know only one by name, a wood elf, called Eridor. He's rather good from what I understand. I could handle them myself, but it would be unwise to display my prowess in public. That is the folly of the young and proud. Of course, this I cannot say. I have refrained from expressing too much interest. The citizens will likely know more. Very well. What can I do for you? I shall await your return.
And we'll run away before he gets more mad about me breaking into his house.
Greetings, boss. State your... All appointments. Goodbye.
Fine greetings to you.
So we just need to run down some of these vampire hunter fellows. And tell them whatever lie is necessary.
A coin for an oath. Blessings of Stendar upon ye.
Ah, Eridor.
Not another one. Citizen of Skingrad? Please be advised that I'm... Oh, forget it. Let me guess. You're worried about what my men and I are doing here in town, right? You have my assurance that my men and I will do everything in our power to keep the people of Skingrad safe. We're here to help. If you have seen anything unusual, particularly anything implying the presence of the undead, all I care about is where the vamp... Is that so? Well, perhaps we'll have to pay them a little visit. Thanks for the tip, friend. Hello again. What is... I've got my... Shamar's up by the statue. Vontus is out in the high pasture. And Karsten has the town exit near the castle covered. So word hasn't gotten around all the... We heard tell. If you... Watch your back. If... You've already told... Watch your back, citizen.
Alright, so... We've got... We've told them all they need to know. I guess now we have the choice. Like, we could just murk everybody. That's not what we're gonna do. That is fun that that's the choice. Like, that's excellent. But we're gonna go to the cavern and probably meet up with them there, and then, you know, deal with them. See if we can convince them, you know, this way. Ah, Karsten.
Says
Oh, he doesn't even want to talk. Well, we'll just go to the cavern. And if they don't meet us out there, then we'll, you know, we'll do what we have to do. Alright, we should have waited long enough for them to arrive if they're going to be here, I think. Oh yeah, the vampire hunters are right now fighting the vampires, so we can just wait and see who wins, right?
This is the part where you fall down and plead to die.
How good are these vampire hunters, I wonder? Which team are we betting on? Probably on the vampires?
This is your will. Will you fall down and bleed to death?
You'll never take me down.
silverware.
How dare you? How sporty is that to attack someone in the audience? 25-second silence on a bow, man alive. The quality of the gear we're getting is just crazy.
You'll never take me down. Yeah! Murder! You'll never take me down. Do your worst. Am I supposed to be impressed? You're pathetic.
I'm so smart. I'm like, well, why worry about killing them in town if we can just have them have a knockdown drag out? Hey, look how good we did.
Who's there?
Nothing like a little bit of fire weakness. crashed for an hour to level up. Level 20, which again, like, it's just so fast to get to level 20, it's ridiculous. Normally, I'd be playing, you know, like, just a lot longer. Alright, do we drop the Orcish Cuirass at 20 to 1, or the Glass Longswords at 20 to 1? We can just... Okay, it won't drop it. There we go. Yeah, we'll just drop 2 of the longswords. It's a ton, but you know, there's more dungeon to go, so we don't want to be capped out already. He's got some, like, gnarly gauntlets. Oh, it's the conjured gloves.
Take that! Die! Show me what you've got. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
So Karsten thinks he's tough. I bet he's about to lose this fight, though.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Why won't you die?
Come to me, sweet.
Yep, there you go. Alas, you know, they fought bravely, but now they're not here anymore.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. This is the part where you fall down and bleed.
You already said that one, you silly joker. Alright. I win again. And, you know, I didn't even have to betray anybody. I just, you know, didn't do a very good job at helping anyone. You don't even know my real name. Oh, this is... I'm like, wait, no, that one does have a fancy hat. I should probably be scared.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
You'll never take me down!
Alright, there we go. And now they are all taken care of. And I must have some disease or something that's lowering my stats, maybe. Either that or my broken gear has like a problematic weight. Maybe they hit me with a spell that, like, decreased one of my stats. I don't know. Thought I should have had more carry weight than all that. Let's just drop one of those. Alright, great. Could have cast Feather, I guess. My weapon is broken. I don't believe that. Didn't I just fix it? Yes. It's an old code. All right, well. Those vampires scarcely knew what hit them. No, I mean, it was pretty heavy there for a bit. Of course, we had a whole bunch of dudes to, you know, take the shots instead. 25-second silence on strike, man. It's, you know, it's really good. It's, of course, far better than having to have silence on your own thing, but it would be better if it, you know, was on, like, a dagger, so... Of course, it's like I learned in Magic the Gathering a long time ago. Your opponents can't hit you when they're dead. You know, you might change their stats or change the rules, but if you just defeat them, then they can't fight anymore. Can I get around here? Yeah, we're gonna wall walk in. So if you need to break into the castle, you can do it this way, right? You just bam, right into the castle courtyard. We're just gonna straight walk into his house. Oh, was I not supposed to be in here? There's no way the man's like actually sitting in his chair. He never does his work. Alright, so the markers are not going to be any help at all. We'll just look around for them. And if we get thrown into jail, we'll be like, oh, I thought he wanted us to do that. I thought he wanted me to sit in his chair for a little while. We're friends. Ah, Yanis.
Is complete. Now we can discuss the information I have for you. The cavern is silent once more. I would be foolish to think that this might send a message to those who would encroach on my territory. Your guild does not fully appreciate the danger which quickly approaches. Hopefully, when you return to them, their eyes will be opened. The necromancers are a sign of things to come. An old acquaintance of the guild has come to Cyrodiil, and they are answering his call. While I do not know for quite what purpose he has arrived, I believe the Guild of Mages is in great danger. Manamarco has returned. Nearly invincible, he has established himself somewhere in the north of Cyrodiil. This is all that I know. See to it that your leader, Traven, learns this as soon as possible. I have no love for your guild, but I have no wish to see it destroyed either. He is an old and powerful necromancer. Traven will recognize the name even if you do not. Return to your guild and prepare yourself accordingly.
All right. Alright, time to unload yet more money.
What? Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. That's a fair deal. That's more than I'd usually pay. A fine. Thank you. Farewell.
Seems good. 82 mercantile, you know, when it's a major skill, it goes up really fast. It probably goes up pretty fast at all, just because the experience seems to be so generous in this iteration of the game. Yes, you can soul trap creatures that you summon yourself. That's true, and man is it ever awesome. You just, like, you know, level up on your Dremora or whatever.
A pleasure to...
But it's time to talk to the Archmage and tell him the incredibly bad news.
What news from Skingrad? What? Is that possible?
Mana Marco.
This is grave news.
It is
indeed.
possible.
I had, perhaps foolishly, believed that necromancy was all but stamped out in Cyrodiil. It seems I couldn't have been more mistaken. I shall need to consult the council as to how to proceed with this situation. Thank you for the information. It may save many lives.
I'm not sure the Dark Brotherhood is any more serious a
My attention is focused.
problem than beggary and...
I see.
So he's telling me he doesn't even want to talk to me now.
Your task, be seeing you.
We're just gonna wait 24 hours and see, you know, if he's got something new for us. No, we won't wait that long. We'll do like an arena fight whenever it gets to be in the morning, and then we'll come back and see what's up. Or actually, we might just do an arena fight and then bounce for the session.
How are you?
Well, I just realized what time it is.
Let's do business. Bye.
Hello.
My attention.
It's my... Good day.
You know, of course. Some say you too.
Yeah, so, you know, maybe it's some, like, actual time related, and maybe we just gotta go somewhere or whatever. But, you know, we'll not worry about it for a bit. We'll do the arena, we'll, just carry on here.
I'm a busy man. What is it? Gotta move on. After that last match, this one should feel like a vacation.
Alright, a Khajiit with a sword. Yes, the last match was 3 people, but we will pet Porkchop and carry on.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. You almost have to feel bad, for the yellow team's Khajiit, for the blue team's gladiator, is a combatant you know and love.
Yeah.
Let's see how they fare.
Everybody feels bad for you.
That the best you can
can do?
Oh, you what?
This is the part where you fall down and...
Used a healing potion, eh? Not on my watch. A frozen cat. Oh, I want that Daedric shield, though. It does look nice.
Victor from the blue team, leave the arena now and rest.
You've earned it. We'll drop a little Charmist on Porkchop, who's a good
You
Porkchop.
showed that cat whose claws are sharper, eh? I would expect no less. Here's your gold. Now go wash up. You look awful.
Oh, thanks, bro.
What's a gladiator without an arena to fight in? So
One
get
more
up
fight
there
to
and start
advance. We're gonna
cracking
do it
some
now.
Skulls. Besides, one more fight and you'll advance again. The next one's a Breton. He looks like a bit of a dandy, but he's...
Alright, so Bretons have magic resist. We might try to soften them up with the old voltage bow first.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. You've prayed for it, and these combatants have bled.
I'm gonna be an arena hero.
Let's see who has what it takes to be your new hero.
This ends here.
Die, cur. What's the matter? Getting tired?
Me getting
Show me
tired?
what
What's
you've
the matter? Getting shot in the face? Oh no, I missed him. Center mass. Center mass.
Show me what you've got.
I am so bad at this. Alright.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than
You have not.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Then he fell down, paralyzed in terror, to die.
All hail the combatant.
I am now the hero of the arena. Huzzah.
Leave the arena now.
Never should have come here.
You earned it.
Oh. That's not the right team. Go blue team. Blue team life.
Stop talking already.
Charms going all around. Charms for everybody. It's a party. It's my hero.
You've secured your
Hero
advancement.
party.
It's
I'm
been
the
a
hero
long
of the
time since
arena.
I've said this, but congratulations, hero.
Huzzah! Well, I
You're
guess we
about to
can do
fit.
one more.
The first yellow team hero you'll face is an Imperial in heavy raiment. Thing is, this guy used to be a blade.
It's like, oh, how intimidating. This guy used to work for the Emperor. Do you know what you started out this game seeing, sir? The Emperor's bodyguards. Did they do a good job? I'll leave that for you to decide, guy without an Emperor.
To the arena.
It's no wonder he's in the gladiatorial arena.
For an epic battle worthy of song. Combatants, begin!
Okay, so apparently you can really confuse them by getting a little bird's eye view there. Yeah, this is like just an absolute destruction. I want that sword though. I know I can't take it. Yeah, they really didn't have a chance at all. Whenever my character wants to go into actual destruction mode, there's not a whole lot of creatures in these realms that can put up with it, you know. She's sportsmanlike, and they don't appreciate that until she wants to go off.
Defeating an arena hero is one thing, but defeating a former member of the Blades? You must be blessed by the divines or something, my friend.
Yeah, right.
You're a hero, my friend. Okay, hero. This next opponent is a high elf wizard, a master in the school of destruction. But wait, it gets worse. He also uses an enchanted shield. Press the attack.
Alright, so he thinks I shouldn't let the guy get any attacks off at all. I guess we'll see.
Of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. Put your hands and your voices together for the two brave heroes who have come to rock the very foundations of this arena. Lower the gates!
Can't see me.
You're the best the blue team has to offer?
How dare you, sir?
That's the best you can do? You're the best the blue team has to offer?
How good of a resistance does that give him? Probably a ton.
All hail the combatant from the blue team. Victor from the blue team, leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
You know, he really thought he was hot stuff. He was very magic resistant, but ultimately...
I'll be honest, hero. You're at the end of a long road, hero. This is the last time you'll face off against the yellow team before being named champion. Go up to that arena and make sure the people of Cyrodiil never forget that it was you who brought the yellow team to its knees.
Everybody loves the arena for these reasons.
Your last fight against the yellow team. I guess you could say they saved the best for last. The three best, actually. You're up against a swordsman, an archer, and a spellcaster. 2 lower-level combatants, plus that yellow team champion you've seen down here. You beat all 3 and you get named champion. Oh wait, there's one more thing. I sent Porkchop the boar out to the arena to help you out. He'll at least keep one of them distracted. Now, good luck.
Porkchop is best boar, and we must do our very best to keep him safe. It may not ultimately work, but Porkchop is best boar.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena.
But I think if we can hit him with a good frenzy, right? Then that could be good. This will hit up to level 18, so it should work.
Blue team's hero.
Yeah!
This brave combatant defeat 3 opponents and become the next champion. Let's find out.
You're a traitor to your own
This
race.
is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Am I missing? There we go.
Worm.
I keep missing. Alright, it doesn't work.
Show me what you've got.
I'm the worst. Okay, so, in conclusion, none of the illusion magic I've ever done in this game works except for, you know, the easy stuff. And now it's time to pretend that the first part of that never happened and just have a fight.
You're the best the blue team has to offer. Ah.
Oh, that one's a dark elf. I should not be.
That's the best you can do?
Don't you hurt Porkchop! Oh no! I accidentally hit Porkchop.
Let's get this over with.
I've got like 100 healing potions, so it's fine. I just don't you dare hurt Porkchop.
You're the best the blue team has to offer.
Oh, is she Nord?
That the best you can do?
We just got to be careful to not hit our beloved Porkchop while we are absolutely putting the clinic on. And Porkchop and I reign victorious! Ebony shields, which are the coolest looking shields. But the most important thing is that with us through it all is the great, the perfect, the magnificent Porkchop! We're the champion of the arena, and Porkchop is the most champion of all pigs, of all boars, of all the swine in the world. Most glorious is Porkchop. Porkchop the bold. Good stuff.
You did it. You beat him, every last one. Do you know how long it will take for the yellow team to recover from this? My friend, it is with great honor that I advance
I'm
you to
the
rank
best.
of champion. You've done it. You've shown them all you're the best. Well, almost the best. You're done competing in normal arena matches, but there's still the grand champion. Kid, you've got more guts and skill. I think you can take the Great Prince. Go over and talk to Isabel if you think I'm right.
So I'm champion of the arena, and then there's one more fight to do with the Great Prince, but we're not going to do that right now. We'll leave that for the future. Can't fast travel out of here. But yeah, that's about all we've got for you here today. You know, moving on up in the Mages Guild, champion of the arena, feels good. We're probably just gonna do those quest lines with this character and then make another one, probably an unarmed fighter or a two-handed fighter with very low magic usage. Probably like an unarmed Khajiit with maybe like resto and no other magic. Maybe it'll use like robes and alteration, though. We'll figure it out. But we will figure it out some other day. Underneath the beautiful moons of Cyrodiil, that'll sort this video out. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode of Oblivion Remastered, where we did a little more of what the game has to offer, and we'll see the rest of it in due course. But we'll be making a new character before too long. Just we'll see these things through, and then I don't think we're gonna push through and do a bunch of other stuff that we haven't done yet or started on. But we might. Life is very long. It's hard to say. But that's all I've got for you right now. So I'll see you guys later.